on certain properties that refuse to sell.
Right.
So they're not happy with just having what they have already. They want the whole thing. It's either all or nothing.
Okay.
And Tuck It Away is a business, the storage place.
Right.
And they want the location, or they want that space, that property, where Tuck It Away is located on 130.
It's 133rd for like 133rd around there.
Yeah, and Broadway.
Right.
They also want the gas station.
I think it's Exxon.
Well, Shell sold already.
Okay.
But there's one that's right behind Tapas.
Oh, okay.
BP.
BP, right.
Right. They want that property. They want Floridita.
Wow.
They want that area. They want the whole thing.
whole section, yeah.
And so the gas station and Tuck It Away, they refused to sell.
Okay.
So the state did impose eminent domain on behalf of Columbia.
Okay.
And so now that is in court.
Oh, wow.
I think that's actually at the Court of Appeals level.
And at this point, what is that? I mean, is this like the final throw for them?
Yeah, it could be, unless they decide to go to the United States Court of Appeals. But I think it's. I'm not clear if it's still at the appellate division. If it's at the appellate division, the next step would be the Court of Appeals, which is the highest state court in New York State.
Okay.
And then, but it could already be there. From what I'm hearing, that it doesn't look like Columbia is going to get eminent domain.
Wow.
Because they bought all this property, and they chose to do nothing with it. They let it get what they call blighted.
Okay.
Just let it sit.
Right.
Didn't do any repairs, or they let it deteriorate. So you can't now argue to say the area is blighted, and we're going to bring life back into the area. You bought the property, sat on it, and did nothing with it.
Yeah. Wow.
So those are the two main issues that the people were really fighting against.
Okay.
We didn't like some of the heights that were given in the plan. They asked for, they wanted to go very high, and the City Planning Commission, reduced them, brought them back down a little bit. So it's not what we really would like to see, but. And they said they couldn't gate the university. It can't be gated.
Exactly.
It has to be open, and people have to be able to move back,
travel in
freely,
and out of it. Right.
So these were some of the good things that, but overall, it doesn't really. Columbia is not offering a solid community benefits agreement. And Robert Jackson and Scott Stringer, who is the borough president of Manhattan.
Right.
They came together and they formed this West Harlem local development corporation entity to be the entity that would negotiate the community benefits agreement with Columbia.
Okay.
Now, the organization or the corporation had mainly government people on it.
Okay.
So when you hear Scott Stringer and Robert Jackson pushing for this Columbia package, you almost know it's going to go their way because it has their employees as part of the of the organization. So, and that's exactly what happened.
Exactly.
They agreed to the community benefits agreement, and it was pretty much split on those bipartisan lines.
Okay.
The community side, and you had the other side, the government side.
Okay.
And so they outnumbered the community, and they voted to say that the community benefits agreement was good.
Wow. It's amazing. Look at that. All these things. You see, we find out on Caliente Hitz, everybody.
Yes, sir.
That's crazy. So, at this point, when are we going to be able to vote? Is it this November?
Yes, November 3rd.
November
Tuesday.
3rd.
What noise was that?
It's cause he's like, yeah.
Oh, I said you.
Tuesday, November 3rd. You will have your chance to vote. For city council in this district, all over the city, really.
Right.
But it's kind of staggered. Not every council district, was up for election.
For election. Okay.
Right.
So District 7.
But District 7 is.
Okay.
And so it's going to be between me and Jackson, and hopefully. Where's the camera?
It's right here.
Yes. You vote for Julius Tajadin.
November
November 3rd. I know my position on the ballot.
Mm-hmm.
They got me in the last column.
Okay.
All the way to the end.
Oh, wow.
It's line 15. You know, that's where the council position is.
Uh-huh.
Line 15.
Okay.
And but I'm all the way over.
All the way at the left-hand side.
The right.
Right,
When
sorry.
you go inside the booth.
See,
it's
I
to the right.
always forget my left and my right.
And that may not be a bad thing.
Right.
You know, because people may, when they walk in there, they'll see me like off to the side by myself.
Right.
So that might work out in my favor.
That's good.
But hopefully, you know, the public will get educated on, you know, the issues.
Right.
And know who they have to vote for.
Okay. Okay. That makes total sense. Julius.
Yes.
Now, we've been talking about some crazy things today.
Yes.
You know, we have a politician in the building. We're going to make some jokes as well, even though
Okay.
we're talking about politics.
Right.
But there's got to be some political situations that have happened that have been real crazy, but funny stories. Things that might have happened.
To me?
Yeah, to you, or maybe something that you might have seen.
No, I could tell you something that happened this summer.
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
Now, I was here August
I forget.
9th or 10th.
Probably, yeah.
I'm just wondering. No, okay, I didn't tell you this story.
Okay.
This happened when I left.
Okay.
This happened that evening. I went to the Martin Luther King Democratic Club fundraiser.
Okay.
Now, I've attended that in the past.
Mhm.
A lot of my friends go. And so I said, you know what? I know that my money, it's going to be going in a coffer that is kind of like anti-Julius Tajadine, but it was almost like a way of, you know, putting out a hand of peace.
Okay.
So I wanted to go out. I said, you know, it's $35 for a ticket.
Mhm.
So I paid for my ticket.
Okay.
And one of Inez Dickens' staffers, now she's the councilwoman for the 9th District,
Okay.
and he was sort of like, you know, like making these funny movements.
Uh-huh.
And every time I would look at him, then he would be like that.
Okay.
But so when I'm handing the woman my money,
Uh-huh.
and she's doing whatever she has to do to give me back, you know, the ticket and so forth,
Uh-huh.
you know, I see some body movement like.
Like,
You know,
no, don't do it.
no. So every time I looked at him, you know, he would chill out. So I kept my eyes on him, and I handed her, the lady, my money.
Uh-huh.
She gave me the ticket.
Uh-huh.
So he said to me, he goes, yeah, Julius, you want to buy an Inez sticker or a button?
Uh-huh.
I said, no, but I got a ticket.
Yeah.
So he ran inside,
Uh-huh.
and I could tell certain people are looking at me funny.
Right.
So I'm suspecting that something's getting ready to go down.
Okay.
I'm standing in line, getting ready to eat,
Okay.
and this security comes over to me,
Uh-huh.
and he says, come on, let's go. Let's go.
What?
Yeah.
They wanted to get you out of there.
Right. So he put his hand on me,
Oh, man.
and so I told him that, because he sort of like touched me a little, you know, too much, and I told him, don't get your hands off me.
Uh-huh.
I said, I'll walk out,
Yeah.
but get your hands off me.
Oh, wow.
I said, I'm getting my money back, right?
Yeah.
So he goes, yeah. I said, okay. So it was a no-win situation. I was by myself.
Oh, wow.
There were cops outside.
Yeah.
She could have cried wolf
Mhm.
or